Had a chance to turn on the cameras and take a look at a Romanian AKM. That's the modern AK47. This one is a WASR 10/63UF. That's the model designation for their Underfolder model. This one's an AK47, so 7.62 by 39. Of course, one of the most characteristic features of the WASRs are that they don't have the receiver dimples on either side of the magazine well. So we'll kind of pan back and forth and take a closer look, and I'll give you what information I can about these. Starting off at the muzzle there, you can notice that the brake is not welded on, and passing the bayonet lug in the front of the handguard there, you see the holes for the missing cleaning rod, which for some reason is missing. It is an underfolder, and it's kind of a unique shape on that. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. Coming back up, the dust cover, typical AKM style. Notice that rear trunnion is marked 1971. I highly doubt this one was actually built in 1971. It was probably built with parts that are that old, however. Taking a look at the front sight post, notice that that's squared right in the middle there, which is a good sign. Again, the WASRs have a reputation for being sort of hit or miss, and this is definitely a nice sample. This is a good one. As I mentioned, the shape of that underfolder is a little different than some of the others I've seen from Romania, so we'll do a close-up of that in a moment. And then taking a look at it from the other side. Overall, fairly nice looking AK. So let's take a look at the operation. To check for clear is the same as on any AK. Just drop the safety and pull the bolt carrier back. To drop the underfolder, you just push this button just above the pistol grip, and that'll unlock it and let it swing forward. Once you get to the magazine, you sort of swipe the shoulder rest into a line, and then it folds right up, and people are familiar with seeing this profile lots of times. Now if we want to open it up, it is locked into position, so we'll need to push the button again back by the pistol grip there, and then it'll allow it to come up. If you haven't worked with these before, it's basically centered there so that it doesn't hit the magazine or the wood, and obviously it does work with a full magazine inserted, up to a 30 round. This is a 30 round magazine, so it would work with or without a magazine, and obviously with any of the shorter ones as well. The shoulder rest there does sort of lock into place, but it's not a lock, it's just kind of snaps into place. And again, a sign of a well-built AK would be equal distant on both sides of the stock, and you can see on this one it's centered very well. So again, a very good, very well-made sample of a underfolder variety of AK. The nice thing about this stock is, even though it's not completely hollowed out, there's plenty of room to operate the safety with the stock folded, although it's a little bit more difficult to manipulate. The tabs on the top and bottom of the safety definitely allow it to be used fairly trouble-free. Another thing to mention on AKs that have the underfolder stock, they won't have the Soviet optics rail typically, because there's not enough room for the folder to fold there. And then last up, I'm just showing the two sling mounts, one at the button for the underfolder and then one up in front of the lower handguard. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the WASR 1063UF. Thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.